Hello, welcome to Dad's Super Pasta Sauce. You will need 3 brown onions, a garlic, 5 Brothers sauce, 4 tins of 800-gram diced tomatoes or crushed, a bottle of red wine, make sure it's Cabernet Sauvignon, $20 at minimum a bottle. Parmesan cheese, because Butland loves it. And penne pasta, there's 2 different varieties with stripes. Don't forget salt and pepper. And 3 main spices, basil, oregano and chili. You'll also need a kilo of beef mince, not lean. You get that from Chris the Butcher. And they're the pots you'll need. Okay, here's Dad chopping the onions. Like a ninja. So all we're doing here is peeling the onions. And I'll show you my awesome way of cutting them so you don't cry as much. You can use the Thermomix to cut the onions up, but I find that it squishes them too much, so it sucks for pasta. So 3 onions diced and put into a frying pan. So start off with the onions first, no heat on it yet. And I slowed that down in slow motion, so this is how I normally cut. Okay, dice them up. Don't chop your fingers off. And that's the bit at the end that you can't obviously cut through. Get rid of any skin floating around, and I just stick that in the frying pan. So put oil in the frying pan, always olive oil, coat the bottom. No heat on as yet, we're just going to get rid of those onions. Do the same for the big pot, make sure you use the biggest pot. Oil again, cover the base, that's for the meat, like that. Okay, dice all the remaining onions, so that's 3, and if you've got no more room on your chopping board, just stick them in your frying pan like that. Stir it round, no heat on yet, put a bit of oil on the top. And put that on medium heat, so around about 3 o'clock, 3:30 on the dial. And the idea is to make them go what they call translucent, so slightly brown but mostly clear, it doesn't have to be all the way. So now that we're doing that, you get the garlic ready. Keep an eye on the onion, because you've got to stir it around probably every couple of minutes so it doesn't go brown. And all I'm doing here is peeling and chopping those garlic pieces ready to dice. About halfway through the garlic, I then do some stirring, and I might then put the heat on for the meat. Like so. Again, your job, put the kilo in the meat, and then you're going to break it up, and you're going to need to continually break it up over the next 5 minutes. So you might break up a little bit, go cut some more garlic, or peel garlic, and then come back and smash it up again. Make sure you don't burn it. The whole idea is with the onion and also the meat is you just keep stirring it and keep breaking it up. And if the onion's cooked already, just turn the pan off. If the meat's getting too brown because you're slow to do the garlic, just slow everything down. Just put things on low heat. Okay, so if the meat there is half red, half brown, that's good enough. Just break it up because you don't want any chunks. That's the whole idea. You don't want any chunks in your pasta. And you can see there the onion's nice and clear. Some bits are a little bit brown, so that's about perfect. Okay, so put in the 4 tin tomatoes, 800-gram, remember, crushed or diced. 3, 4. And then to slow everything down, this is where what I'll do is I'll probably those onions are ready, so it's clear, stick them on the pot. Notice I've still got the other pot, the fry pan I haven't turned off because we still need that, so don't turn that off yet. Get rid of all the onion. Okay, while it's nice and hot, stick some more oil in that fry pan because we're going to do the garlic on that same fry pan without washing it, don't need to. The oil shouldn't take long to heat up, so maybe 30 seconds. While we're doing that, turn the pasta on low. That's now the pasta will never go on high anymore. Now that we've got some liquid in the meat, we'll just keep it low. We don't want it boiling, so keep it low. Okay, stick the garlic in and fry that up. Doesn't take long, maybe 1 to 2 minutes. Just spread it out a little bit. And the whole idea is this doesn't go translucent, so we're browning it and it smells great. Okay, I haven't done any stirring yet, just that's on low heat because we haven't finished yet. Okay, Five Brothers sauce, open the jar, stick it in. Stir your garlic now if you want as well, you can just move that around. So now we're putting red wine in, so past the label, so probably just another centimetre or two above the label. Use the Cab Sav, use the good wine, so like 20 bottles, anything, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22 bottles a bottle. The whole idea is you want the flavour. Make sure you get Cabernet Sauvignon. You don't want to use Merlot or Shiraz, it's because it's the best grape here. Shake it around, get rid of all the red crap on the bottom of the jar. And then pour that in. Just keep an eye on your garlic, you don't want to burn it, so always keep an eye on that garlic. Okay, that's done, chuck that out. Okay, garlic's starting to brown up, it's brown on one side, and so once you flip it over and it looks like that, brown and a bit of yellow, that's fine, stick it in the pot, it's good to go. Okay, turn that heat off. Done for that one, and stick your fry pan in some water. Okay, now we need to add all the herbs and spices, so start off with some salt. Put a lot in. Yeah, I think about 20, 30 turns. It's good covering. Do the same with the pepper. 20, 30 turns, just make sure you just get enough in there. Because remember, it does about 9 meals, so you do 2 or 3 shakes per meal, so you times that by 9, gives you an idea. Okay, now we're going to add the basil, coat the whole pasta with basil. Don't be shy with the basil. Nice coating. Same again with the oregano, same amount, nice covering. And chili, just to spice things up. Now don't put as much chili as we did with the oregano and basil. The whole idea is just to put enough in, so you'll see that probably shake maybe 10 times or 12 times, but that'll do. It's don't go crazy with the chili or it'll get too hot, but unless you like it hot you can add more. Okay, now we just stir gently, just so you can get all that herbs and spices in without it flicking out. I think I flick it out a few times, but don't worry about that. Just stir it until it's just completely red. All that green stuff is in the mix. Now once you get to this stage here, your pasta is essentially done, and from now you've got 2 hours of cooking time. You can do it from anywhere between 1.5 hours and 2.5 hours, but average 2 hours. You need to stir it every 15 minutes, so just set your timer. I'm just cleaning up here, I made a big mess. Set your timer every 15 minutes. Now, if it starts to bubble, like it's gone blah, 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 you need to turn the heat down, and I'll just show you those settings in a sec. You will have to muck around, but you're essentially going from a low heat to a really low heat. And so if you find that it's like, when you come to stir it in 15 minutes, like there's no movement at all, turn it up a little bit. Or if you find this bubbling up, turn it down a little bit. And here are these settings here. So that setting there where I pointed it at the low with the L, that you do that as the lowest setting. And then if you find that it's looking like that, where it's not bubbling, I would crank it up to the dot. So when you come back and stir it, and if it's gone blub, 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 like a real lot, then I'd probably go back to the L again. So it's nice and calm like that. Stir it every 15 minutes, so essentially that's 4 times an hour, 8 times, and your pasta is good to go. I hope you enjoyed Dad's super pasta. Do, 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 do.